right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me get my audio right. Let me get my audio right. All right, y'all know what time it is. Audio check 1, 2. Audio check 1, 2. Let me get this right.
We are set.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, my co-host is here, which looks like my twin. I don't know if it's me, but somebody's here that looks like me. All right, let's get this thing going. All right. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start. Happy Friday. I'm going to do a little bit of Q&A, and then we're going to kick it off. So let me just get this link right, and then we're gonna step on the gas. All right. All right, so guys, the house rules. So how this works is you raise your hands, right? Once you raise your hands, we're gonna dedicate about 20 minutes to Q&A, and just to hear what you guys are going through, what strategies you guys can get. We're gonna do about 20 minutes of Q&A, and then we're gonna do about 40 minutes of lecture. So this should take about an hour. We should be out of here in an hour, all right? So raise your hands, and if you got any questions, Hades the moderator, Boss Lady HP. Well, you'll see as second Daraine, but we'll take y'all questions, and then we'll go down the line. All right, Haiti, looks like we got a hand up. Let's go. What we got going on?
Good evening, guys. It's Kara Jackson. Good evening, Kara. You're up.
Yeah, so hey everybody. So I'm 25 years old and I'm supposed to be joining into the military. I actually went and took my ASVAB and everything and I'm going to the process where now my recruiter wants to check my credit. So he checks my credit and then he comes back and he tells me, "Oh, well, you got 4 collections." And he's like, we can't let you go through to MEPS and do your physical and sign on and until you get those collections settled, or unless you pay them off, or I can show him that I made at least one payment. That's what they're pressuring me to do. They want me to at least show them that I make one payment. I'm just like, well, can I at least show y'all that I don't even owe them anymore? Because I don't believe that these accounts are belong to me. That's what I told him. And he was like, well, I'd rather you just make a payment. Basically, that's what he was saying.
That's not how it worked. That's not how it worked.
So I told him to, can he send me a letter that I'm unable to move forward in the military process because of these collections? And he did. So I don't know what else to do with that.
Don't use that letter yet. Don't use that letter yet. Let me just do something we go. All right. So how that's gonna work and how that's gonna work in your favor. What state are you in?
Florida.
All right. What's the statute? Do you know what type of debt is it?
Well, it's one of them is Navy Federal. It's a credit card for $1,600. I called Navy Federal. They told me that they sold it to a collection agency, and Navy Federal said I no longer owe them. So it's been that I think that I had that card when I was 18.
So how old are you now?
I'm 25.
All right. So what's the statute limit? 18. So when did that go delinquent? What year did it go? When did you make the last payment on it?
Probably about 2 years. 2 years after that. So probably like 2019. I don't know.
All right. So let's go to Google. Right? And in Google, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So you said it was a credit card debt?
Yes.
Okay.
I have two. I have one that's First Premier Bank, and then like it's one of them is like an electrical bill, and then the other one is another credit card, but it was
Mhm.
sold to a third party collection agency. So that's four collections altogether.
All right. So the first thing there's many things that you need to know in about. This is going to be one of them. What is the statute of limitations for a credit card debt in Florida? 5 years, right? So 5 years is the statute of limitation. So it might still be in the statute of limitations. So what I'm going to be doing next week is the 5-day challenge, right? I'm going to dive in more. So on Tuesday is the days that I do collection. So I want you, when you get your ticket for the 5-day challenge, I want you to, on Tuesday, I want you to ask me this again. And I'll use your situation as my example and give you a detailed strategy of how we're going to get that collection deleted. The things I'm going to need to know is what type of collections they are. I'm going to need to know when was the last payment made. So you're going to need to pull your credit. So you can get it free from annualcreditreport.com. So you're going to go to annual credit report, and all of you guys, I want you guys to get y'all credit. Pull y'all credit so you guys can be on the challenge next week and we know exactly what we're talking about. So you're going to go to annualcreditreport.com. Go to annualcreditreport.com right here, and you're going to go request free credit reports. All right. So you're going to go here. I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and I want you guys to go here so you can have your credit ready. So next week when we're on the challenge, you know exactly what you're going to be looking at, giving me the information so we can get it done. So that's what I'm going to want you to do. All right. I need, Haiti, can you drop the link for the challenge tickets, please? So you're going to need a lot more than I can give you on this Zoom. And the challenge next week is the best place because I will be going over the letters that you're going to send, the cease and desist. It could be that you're going to use the known part. There's many ways this could go, but I don't know what way yet until we dive more into it.
Okay, thank you.
But a collection, I will not let a collection stop you from getting in the military. Oh, hell no.
Right.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, that's not happening. That is not happening. All right. Do we got anybody else for any quick Q&A before we jump into lecture? Hey, do we got anybody else?
Yes, I see someone with Yolanda. Yolanda,
Okay.
speak.
The floor is all yours, Yolanda. Yolanda going once. Yolanda
I'm
going.
sorry. I thought I didn't have unmute. I have a question. I sent a letter via CFPB. I was able to successfully remove an auto loan from TransUnion and from Equifax, but Experian is giving me a hard time. I sent the letter. I used the consumer laws that you had provided one of your videos that I had saw. And I also use it where you told us about the IRS saying that you cannot report income once a account has been made a charge off. They are still reporting it and putting their balance on my credit report, and they got it in 3 stages. They got it closed, they got it as a charged off, and they got it as a collection, and they sold it to a debt
collections company.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm trying to get rid of Experian.
All right. So there's a strategy that I'm using next week on this on the challenge. That strategy is going to be based off the lawsuit that just happened. So we're going to do there's one of the days we're going to be doing CFPB complaint days. You see, that day that we do the CFPB complaint, make sure you guys are on a laptop so you guys can walk through it. You can do it on your phones too, but preferably a laptop. If you let's say you're at work when the challenge is going on, you can catch a recording. But there's a specific way and a specific type of complaint that I already made that I'm going to be giving you guys on the challenge next week. That you're, in your case with Experian, you're going to use this for Experian. And we're going to go attack that same account.
So do I need to wait till I get my response back from Experian that I sent through CFPB, or can I still send it?
No, we're going to do it Monday. Nope, you're going to do it. You do not have to wait. So collections day is Tuesday. Late payment is Monday. So we're doing late payments. I think we're doing late payments on Monday and collections on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right. I got you for this. Just make sure you secure your challenge ticket, right? And the strategy that I'm going to give, you cannot miss it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I got a strategy for you. A CFPB complaint strategy. You're going to love it. You will love it.
I got a question.
All right. Who's that?
This is Neil.
All right, Neil. So I want you to look at the bottom of your screen. You're going to see react. I want you to raise your hand because we got...
my bad.
No, you're good, bro. It's house rules. I just letting you know. We got, I believe, Justice is in front of you.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem, Neil. You're good, bro. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right. Boss
Justice
Lady,
is next. Justice, you're up.
Thank you, Daraine. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing amazing, brother, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So I do have a medical collection. The initial delinquency was in 2018.
It don't even matter.
So I disputed it. I spoke to you. You told me how to dispute it. I disputed it through CFPB. They took it out in April of last year. But after a while, they brought it back to my account.
Really?
Yes. So so it's back in my account, it's back in Experian, and it's back in Equifax.
Okay. Boy, I got a strategy for you next week.
Yes,
you're gonna love it.
I heard about the new law, but I heard it's gonna take effect maybe in March or April, May.
We ain't worried about that part. There's what the strategy that I have for you next week, you're gonna see. We don't need to wait until March. The fact that it was deleted and they reinserted it, that alone will get the deletions. I got a whole strategy for you, man. You're gonna love it.
I can feel the excitement too. I just can't.
Come on, like you're gonna see. You're gonna see medical collections, guys. For any of you on here with medical collections, it will be one of the easiest things you will ever get deleted. Just wait until I give you all this strategy next week. Crazy. Collections is Tuesday. So Tuesday, medical collections is a part of the collection strategy. Bro, the challenge next, like, if you have not gotten your challenge ticket yet, guys, make sure you get your challenge tickets. I'm going to say this again. And you want to get that brain picker ticket. See that brain picker ticket? It gives you this type of access. So when you get a brain picker ticket for next week, we'll be like the strategy that Neil was just asking about. Not only am I going to give Neil a strategy on brain picker next week, I'm also going to show him on the lecture side of the challenge exactly what's supposed to get done. It's going to be bananas. For those of you with medical collections, it will be one of the easiest accounts you will ever get deleted in your life. And then on Friday, I'm going to show you now how to make money deleting other people's medical collection. Next level. Oh my God, it's going to be good.
Awesome. Thank you, Daraine.
Yeah, I'm excited, Neil. I'm very excited.
I'm gonna go for that ticket. Yeah.
Brain picker, Neil, because I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you a different type of coaching. Brain picker, you're gonna raise your hand similar to this. I'm gonna be breaking it down for you. Exactly what we're gonna do, step by step. Then I'm gonna show you how all of it comes together. All right, since we have no more questions, I think I can go into lecture mode.
No, Yeah, this is Neil. I was
Oh,
the one that
Neil, my
raised.
bad,
Yeah,
Neil. I was
the other guy.
Justice. My bad, Justice. All right, my bad, Neil. Talk to me, Neil. This is that damn Corona, you know. Corona got me in my feelings. I'm
I'm
gonna stop
telling you,
drinking these things.
you need to drink some straight vibes. That's what you need to drink.
Bruh, what if I told you I bought 3 bottles of Street Vibes to bring up and I left them all in my bar?
Wow.
Bruh, I am
Wow.
so mad. That fever, bruh, next level. Anyway,
Yeah, I
I
gotta
left
try
them.
some of that.
All the
My
bottles
cousin
I
had
left
some of
them.
that.
What you got for me, Neil? Talk to me. What's going on with
Oh,
you?
okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, I had a friend of mine that was telling me about. I spoke to someone that does credit, and they
Mhm.
were telling me, "Oh yeah, just I switched banks, and one of my payments, it was an auto loan, and it's I've been paying it for over the past 5 years, $3,400 religiously, and it was one late payment because I switched banks,
Mhm.
and they told me, "Oh yeah, just we'll just delete the account." I said, "Man, that's a lot of good history.
That is
I
a
don't
lot of
think
good
that."
history.
Right. So I said, you know what? I told them I'll call them back. It didn't sound right. So my question is, because it didn't make sense. I'm
You
like, man,
knew
it's
that what you knew that didn't sound right at all.
right. They were like, yeah, we can just remove it for you, no problem. And I'm like, you know what?
Why
That's
would
too
we want to
much.
do that?
Right.
No, no.
So my
We just
question,
delete.
so that, okay. So, and it's with Navy Federal, and they were like, man, it's hard to do it with Navy Federal. So I
No,
said, you
it's
know what?
not.
Let
It's
me
not.
ask. Okay.
It's not. It's not. So on Monday, Neil, on Monday, mm, they said just delete the whole account. God damn. Not even
Yeah. I told him, I said, listen, I paid $3,400 a month for like the past 5 years. And you said delete the whole
34.
account.
What you got, a Lamborghini?
No, a Rolls Royce Ghost.
I'm like, you probably have a Lambo or a Ghost or something. All right. That sounds about right. So this is what we're gonna do.
Right, right.
We're gonna delete the late payment. You're gonna keep the account. You see, by keeping that account, it opens you up to bigger lines of auto loans. We don't want that deleted. So let's say you decided to trade in that Ghost for a Urus, or you wanted to get another Ghost, or you want to get something else in that category, in
Right,
that bracket. Maybe you want to go get a Bentley. I don't know. We do not
right.
want that trade line disappearing. That is a very good trade line.
See, I figured, okay.
That type of trade line, like you could potentially get even qualified for a $2 or $3 million mortgage with having trade lines like those.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
want to get rid of that.
Okay. See, I knew it. Something told me, you know what? I told them, let me call you back, because they were like, oh, I've been doing this for 5 years. I said, man, you know what? All right,
Yeah,
good.
we don't want to get rid of that. Something like that we want to keep. Because are you a business owner or an entrepreneur?
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you
yeah,
let's say
business
now
owner.
you're going into real estate, right? Where you need to close on a property, or you're getting some form of raising funds. Like there's different ways, and having great trade lines like those with that amount of history, bro, that can open up a lot of doors for you.
Wow. Well, I'm
A
all
tra-
ears.
yeah, trade line like that is very good, man. You do not want to mess up a trade line like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete the late payment. So on Monday, get your brain picker ticket, all right?
All right.
On Monday, I'm gonna show you what strategy we're gonna use to get the late payment deleted. But not only are you going to get that strategy, also I'll be providing a template that you guys can use. All right. So Monday you will have homework, and Monday I'm gonna be giving you like the laid out strategy. So when we run our brain picker session, just remind me, Daraine, remember you said that you're gonna go over my late payment. I'll remember it. Just talk about the Rolls Royce, all right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
All right, no
I
problem.
got your strategy ready.
Thanks.
I'll also provide the dispute letter that you're gonna send out. All right, it's gonna be a part of your homework.
All right. All right, no problem. Thanks, man.
Yeah, too easy. We are not deleting that trade line. I would smack that person right now into bad credit. I swear.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna smack that person from If they're at a 700, I'm gonna smack them all the way into a 500. Talking about delete, you don't delete accounts like those. You clean those up.
Yeah. All right.
All right, my guy. Eddie, back
Yes.
to you.
Right, we have someone by the name of Marcia.
Marcia, let's
Hi.
go.
Hi, Mr.
How are
Delevante.
you?
How are you?
I am amazing. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I heard great things about you. I'm into
Oh,
this
thank you very much.
halfway house, how to open a halfway house.
Ooh.
And all they do is just rave about the Daraine Delevante. So that's how I found out about you.
Really?
So
Where
yeah,
did you
your,
hear
your
about me
name is in
from?
heavy rotation. Yes.
Really?
Yes. So that's how I joined the I followed you on Instagram, and that's how I found out about this.
All right, let's go. Can we
Yeah.
drop some fire in the chat, please? Let's go. I appreciate that. What you got for
Yes,
me
so
today?
you are a very popular guy, and because you're doing great work and helping others. So
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much. I appreciate that.
I'm getting started with, just removing stuff. I thought I had a lot of debt, but it's probably about total of $30,000 worth, and most of it is like student loans. But I
Mhm.
just wanted to know, like, I got some medical collections. I got like, a
Ooh.
couple of credit cards, just stuff, probably little auto loans, things like that. But
Mhm.
just things that I dropped the ball on when I fell into a depression and lost my career. So
Mhm.
basically, I just wanted to know how to get started. Like, as far as like, is there a template as far as to start these letters and stuff, these dispute letters, or?
Yeah, so the thing is no. You see what we're going to get into next week?
Mhm.
Next week is going to be 5 days of just pure greatness. Like
Okay.
think of credit greatness. That's what's going to happen next week. Deletions are going to happen over the phone. Deletion, like there's going to be a lot of things going on next week. So a lot of things that you probably had on your credit probably won't be there by the end of next week, right?
Yay, that sounds good. So I'm gonna subscribe and everything and sign up for all of this. And so
Yeah,
all of this.
Haiti's gonna drop the link. The link,
Okay,
just check the
perfect.
chat right now. You'll
Okay.
see the link in there. A lot of this is gonna happen next week. Next week is gonna be
Because I
crazy.
don't even know where to start, like with the letters and I mean, I'm a
I
paralegal, so
got
I know
you.
how to, but I wanted because I don't know. Somebody was saying like it's better to handwrite the letters as opposed to type
No,
it
no,
up.
ain't
So I
nobody
don't know
got time
which
for that.
method is
No,
better.
no, ain't
They
nobody
said
got
something about
time.
they ignore the typed up letters, and so I just wanted to know if that was true.
Anybody's telling you that, tell them to come here. Let the rain smack them.
Okay.
Everybody's getting smacked. If you ain't
Okay.
talking what I want to hear, you're getting smacked. If you're not on the same mission with me, you're getting smacked. If you're not fixing
Okay.
your credit this year, you're getting smacked. Like, if
Because
you're
I
not
said
in
handwriting letters, that's a lot of handwriting.
yeah,
I
no,
prefer to type
no,
up stuff and keep
no,
it moving,
no,
but
no. We are
all right.
not we are not handwriting no letters. We are
Okay.
not sending out no goodwill letters. No,
Okay.
no, no,
Okay. Thank
no.
you.
All right, I got you. No, we're not doing that.
Thank you, Mrs. Delevante.
Yeah, I
Appreciate it.
got you, man.
All right.
We ain't handwriting no letter. They must think this is 1990. We're not doing that stuff.
Typewriter vibes. All right, we got JY. JY, you're up next.
Hi, my question's kind of similar to the gentleman that has the Rolls Royce. Mine's a little bit more extreme because
Ooh,
I
okay,
had
sounds good.
2 credit cards. I had them for several years. I hit a hardship where I couldn't pay them, so I was 90 days behind on one and 120 days behind on the other. Both got closed. One of them's a charge off. Well, I didn't know if I'd be doing more harm than good to get those accounts deleted if I have several years of history with them that was good, but then 3 or 4 months that ended up being bad and then closed, and then I did end up paying it all off.
You paid all of them?
When I sold my house, and now I'm trying to buy another. I'm trying to decide
It's all good. I got a strategy for you.
it or not on there.
I got a strategy for you. All right. So the fact that you paid them off, you kind of gave them the money, like that was like free money, but we can't change the past. What we can change now is the future. Before a late payment becomes a charge off, or before a charge off becomes a charge off, it has to be late. No charge off can exist without the account being delinquent first. So what I'll be doing next week is the same strategy that I'm going to be giving Neil with his Rolls Royce is the same strategy I'm going to be giving you. So those charge-offs on your credit, once we get rid of the late payment, the charge-offs cannot exist. So the banking rule says this. The banking rule says between 120 days of being delinquent to 180 days, any account receivables that a banking institution or credit union has, they must charge it off to profit and loss. What that simply means is if the company's up for valuation, right, like they're going to sell, they cannot count delinquent accounts a part of their asset book. So the banking rule says they must charge it off because when they charge it off, it shows that these are not assets. So your debt, your credit card, your auto loan, your personal loan, these are asset on the bank's books. To you, it's a liability because you got to pay it, but you're paying back the institution. So on the institution side, it's on their asset books. So they have to charge it off at 120 to 180 days as profit and loss, because if the company goes up for valuation, they're going to be breaking the law, putting accounts that are delinquent as assets on the book to fluff up the valuation or the amount or the value of the company. So what we'll be doing next week is we'll be deleting the charge-offs we'll be deleting the late payments from the charge-offs. And once we do that, the charge-off will now disappear.
Okay, so it's not deleting the accounts, it's deleting
the charge-off, correct. I mean, the late payment. Because before the account becomes a charge-off, it has to be late. But what if there is no late payment?
Got it. Thank you.
They can't be a charge-off.
So that'll be on Monday?
Yep, Monday is late payment day. We're going to go over late payments on Monday.
You.
All right. Carlton is up next. And then we have Connie, and then you could go into lecture mode. So 2 more people.
All right, no problemo. Carlton, you're up.
Hey, what's going on, D?
I'm doing amazing, man. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. So I got a question. I had grabbed your late payment bundle a couple days ago. So my kind of question is kind of around with the guy with the Rolls Royce. So if I'm trying to just remove the late payment, does the letter template like specifically just target just that late payment and won't delete the whole account, or is that letter trying to get the whole account deleted?
The template targets the late payment.
Okay.
So it's going after the late payment only.
Okay.
If the account gets closed in the process, that is called discrimination. And we have another template for that we can use to sue on behalf of them. And when I say them, I'm talking about the institution that has furnished the information that has discriminated against you for using consumer law. So we have both strategies in the event that any of those happen.
Okay. So a question about like the utilization part. I see a couple videos you talked about that too. I guess explaining like in one of those 15 USCs the experience with the financial institution, that utilization will fall up under that.
Yeah, so when it comes to utilization, the best fix for utilization is paying it down. The reason why I don't talk much about that strategy anymore, even though it's not on your credit, let's say you take the utilization off, the account, they can still have notes on the account. And then when it shows your high balance, your highest amount, and then current credit using, it can still show utilization. So even though it might not say utilization 80 or 90%, the best fix for utilization is paying it down, because
Just
now
paying it down.
you're strengthening the relationship with the banking institution, and other institutions are seeing your payment history. So when you decide to go for more lines of credit or bigger lines of credit, you're more likely to get it because you have a stronger relationship with the bank over that particular period of time.
Okay, and my last question is about like moving forward with like lawsuits. And the reason I'm asking that is like, So prior to me running across your knowledge and your videos and information, I was sending out dispute letters, prior to that last year sometime, and sent out, 2, 3, 4 rounds and not getting any results. And the information is still on there. So now that I'm gonna try to use your strategy, in the event I still have those same issues I've been having, what is the step as far as moving forward with, lawsuits?
Yeah, so with my dispute strategies now, you'll know that my dispute strategies are different from a lot of people.
Very different.
Round 3 is the last round. We don't go past round 3 because round 1 is identify the inaccurate information. Round 2 will be depending on how they respond to my round 1. And then round 2 is that pre-demand letter that we're using and that lawsuit, whether it's small claims or arbitration.
That's the third round.
Yep. So my
arbitration.
rounds are set up. My rounds are set up for they build on each other.
Gotcha.
So my end goal is to get paid. So the whole strategy is around getting the deletions and getting paid.
Right.
So my whole strategy is built around that.
Okay.
All right.
And so then in the event of what would be like a case scenario on reason to move forward with lawsuit when they just don't delete the accounts at all, or like is it just because I remember
there's
seeing a
many
video
reasons.
you saying something about like the inquiries, the soft inquiries and all
It's
that?
not, yeah, but it's not just one. There's many violations. It's all about which ones you have and then which ones you're going to bring to small claims or arbitration, state or federal court. It's all about what you pick that you want to fight.
Gotcha.
So it's not just one. Not everyone will have the same issues. So it's all about your rounds and were they compliant with what is expected and what they're obligated to send or respond to you with that particular round. That's how we're going after them.
Gotcha.
All right, Cotton. So I'm about to start. I need to move over into the lecture part of it. So tell you what I'm going to do. I want you to get your brain picker ticket because it sounds like you still need some more clarity. Right? So get your brain picker ticket and let's get ready for Monday. I'm going to take these other 2 questions and then we're going to go to lecture mode.
How will I receive that the link for the ticket?
Oh, that's
my
too
email
easy.
or something?
It's going to be, look in the chat. It's going to be there in like 3.
See, I'm a truck driver, so I can't really fill it with my phone like that.
Oh, I got some strategy for you, bro. I'm going to teach you how to make some money from that truck. Yup. Oh, my God. I'm glad you said it. Remind me Monday. So, you're driving right now. Are you driving right now?
And I'm gonna be driving for the next 3-4 hours. So I don't want the Zoom to end and I can't save the link or whatever.
Are you okay with saying your number so Haiti can write it down?
Oh,
yeah.
He's driving, so there's like kind of no way to get it to him.
Yeah, just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, keep that eye on the road, brother. Keep them eyes on the road. I ain't playing them games over
All right,
here.
what is it, Carlton?
Area code 850
850
597
597
1933.
Perfect. All right, I'll send it over to you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we ain't having you distracted at all, bro. Stay them eyes on the road. All right, bro?
Yes, sir. Appreciate the blessings.
All right, no problem. All right, Jeffrey, you're up, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Burke.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
Okay, I'm 100% disabled veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bankruptcy on my credit report I filed last year, but I'm looking to buy a house this year.
Okay.
So I need the bankruptcy, try to get the
bankruptcy. You need that bankruptcy gone.
Yeah, and inquiries. Yeah. And I have a lot of old personal information on my report too.
So Monday on the challenge, Jeff, we're going to go over personal information. So I'm going to be teaching you how to use the script that I have. And over the phone, we're going to clean up personal information. We're going to get old addresses, names, telephone numbers, all that stuff deleted on Monday, Tuesday. And then now, late payments as well. So if there's any late payments, we'll tackle that on Monday. Tuesday, now we're going to go into any type of collection. So the bankruptcy day is, I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday, I go over bankruptcy. So there's 2 strategies you're going to learn for bankruptcy next week. And you just pick the one that works for you. We're going to have the 4-day method, bankruptcy method, that I'll be teaching that you can use to lead a bankruptcy in 4 days, or the 30, 60, 90 days one. It's up to you which strategy you want to use, but I'll be teaching both on about Wednesday or Thursday. It's either day 3 or day 4. I can't remember which day it is that I have the bankruptcy scheduled for. All right?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so just pick it. So just look in the chat. Haiti dropped the link, and we're going to get it going from there. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for lecture mode. So let me get my screens right. All right, everyone, if you could just go on mute for me, just to, so we don't have any background noise. We're going to break it down. It's a new year, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for us to get in and get this thing going, because this year I am focused on me, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you, I will be one of the most selfish persons this year, because this is my year, and I'm not going to let anyone or anything stop me from accomplishing the dreams, the goals, and everything that I have planned for this year. So give me 2 seconds. Let me just get this set up right. Picture in picture. One. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just fix this. I am not taking. Anybody that's not on the same mission as me this year, man, you're being left behind. I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no games with nobody. Okay, there we go. All right, so welcome. Audio check. How's the audio, Haiti? How's my audio? Audio is good. Can anyone hear
you're
me?
good. You're good.
Okay. All right. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fix Your Credit Live. All right. Fix Your Credit Live webinar. So the first thing I need to establish here today, ladies and gentlemen, this is my goal for this year. Right? No, not this one yet. Let's not get here first. I want you guys to think about this. Are you in position? Position can mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Position could mean your credit. Is your credit right? Your self-development. Right? It could mean your finances. It could mean getting that new opportunity. Right? It could mean getting that new home. It could mean getting that new car. It could mean leaving the country for the first time. It could mean getting your passport. It could mean a lot of things. Being in position means a lot of things for a lot of people. But what I want to know is three things. Three things, and then we're going to get into it. I just want to know three things. Will you be focused? Will you be faithful? Will you be fruitful? You see, this year, this isn't the year where I'm going to let people pull me out of position. That's not going to happen. No one is pulling me out of position this year. I am staying focused. I am staying faithful. I am staying fruitful. So for those of you that need help with your credit, you know you need to be on the 5-day challenge next week. Haiti dropped the link. You know you need to sign up. I'm not here to drag you across no finish line. We're all adults here. You know it's time to get your credit right. There's no going around it. For you to develop yourself, you need probably a mentor. You need to buy some books off of Amazon. You need to go and read The Forbidden Credit. You need to go and read stuff that can develop your mind, right? Or finances. Maybe you need more than one stream of income, because one stream of income is too close to having no stream of income. One stream of income, it is too close to having no stream of income. It's too close. An opportunity. An opportunity may come where you could join a mentorship. An opportunity may come where you may learn how to open up your own consulting company. An opportunity may come where you, if you're in position, you can seize that opportunity. You've been wanting a home for the last 3 years. Is this the year you're going to get in position so you can purchase that new home? Is this the year you're going to get in position so you can move out of that apartment, so you can move out of that neighborhood, so you can move into a school zone suitable for your child's development? That new car. Maybe you're tired of taking public transportation. Maybe you're tired of asking your friend to come and pick you up. Maybe that busted transmission is busted for the last time. That car broke down on you for the last time. The battery won't start for the last time. Maybe it's just ran its course and you need a new car. Your family has expanded. You need a new car. You started a new business. You need a car for the vehicle. So whatever your position is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the year to claim it. Can I just have somebody drop claim it in the chat for me? Because there's a lot of people that's not going to claim the things that they want. They think that faith without works, it doesn't work. Faith without works is dead. And if you can have all the faith in the world, but if there's no works behind your faith, it's just wishful thinking. How many people are going to claim that position that they're in tonight, or the position that they want to be in? Only 2 persons look like they're going to claim it. Like I said, guys, I am not here to, listen, beloved, I'm not here to drag nobody across this finish line. If you're not in position with me, if you're not focused with me, if you're not fruitful with me, if you're not faithful with me, best believe you will not take me out of my position. You're not. So let's talk about it. What do we need to know about the basic fundamentals of credit? The basic fundamentals of credit, ladies and gentlemen, is the FICO pie chart and the FICO algorithm. This thing controls your life. And whether you want to admit it or not, it's up to you. But this thing controls your life. It controls a lot of people's life. 35. This thing controls a lot of people's life. And we're going to break this down to its core. Right? 35, 30, 15, 10, 10. All right? So what do you need to know? 35, 30, 15, 10, and 10. Why is that important? Guys, this is important because this is how the FICO algorithm is broken down. This is FICO This is how FICO credit is calculated. So the 35%, ladies and gentlemen, goes to your payment history, right? 30% goes to your utilization. 15% goes to the age of your credit. This is how your profile is calculated. 10% goes to new credit. And then the other 10% goes to your mixture of the account. How many accounts do you have? What type of accounts? Student loans, auto loans, personal loans, credit cards, all of those things, mortgages, all of those things go into your mix. Now, the other thing we need to know about FICO, when we break FICO down to its score, we need to understand the data points. So 35, 30, 15, 10, and 10, right? What else do we know about the FICO credit score? We also know that it ranges from 300 to 850. So we know between 300 and 850, we have what? 550 FICO points. If you maximize on all 550 points, you hit perfect credit. How many points do we have between 300 and 850, guys? How many FICO points? Drop it in the chat for me. How many FICO points do we got? We got 550. Now, if 550 is equal to 100%, that also means these percentages also have a FICO credit scoring number attached to it, right? So your credit score. So 35%, guys, how much? So before we even get to 35%, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. 35%, ladies and gentlemen. Can somebody tell me what is 35% of 550? What is 35% of 550? Can anyone tell me? Drop it in the chats, ladies and gentlemen. What is 35% of 550? I only got a high school diploma. I'm letting y'all know right now, I only got a high school diploma, so I'm gonna need some help. Help me, please. What is 35% of 100? 192.5. So we got 192.5. What is 30% of 550? 30% of 550. How much is 30% of 550? 165. Thank you very much. 165. What is 15% of 550, ladies and gentlemen? $15 of 550. 82.5. Class, you're on point. Y'all are on point. 82.5. All right. 10%, ladies and gentlemen. What is 10% of 550? 55 and 55. Thank you so much. All right. So now that we know what each percentage of the FICO pie chart calculates, so let's put those in now. So we're going to put those in. 192.5. We have what? 165. We have 82.5. We have 55 points, and we have 55 points. So these are your FICO points, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go a little bit further now. Let's dive into this a little bit more. What else do we need to know? Late payments. So a late payment right? A utilization. right? Your age, your mix, and then new credit. So you know what? Let me use inquiry instead of new credit because I really want to talk to you guys on a different level today. So we're going to use the word inquiry versus new credit. So let me use the word inquiry. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a profile like this, right? This is how I want you to think of your credit profile, just like this. Guys, you see, when you have one or more late payments can drop your credit score up to 192.5 points. Let me mark this down for you guys. A late payment can drop your credit up to 192.5 points. How many points can a late payment drop your credit, guys? How many points can you potentially lose having a late payment on your credit? How many points could you potentially lose with one late payment? The category of payment history has about 192.5 points. A late payment can drop your credit score up to 192 points. When you max out on your utilization, when your utilization is maxed out, your credit score can be dropped up to 165 points. If you have a late payment and your credit cards are maxed out, let's do the math. Can somebody do the math for me? If you are late and your credit cards are maxed out, I want you to add 192.5 plus 165. When you add 192.5 plus 165, what is the number that you get? 365. Nope. You sure? Yep. 357. There we go. That sounds about right. Having a late payment and high utilization can cost you 357.5 points. So for those of you that were wondering why you're still in the 500s, is because you may have maximized, you use all the credit, your utilization is maxed out, and you have a late payment. Those two categories alone can keep you in the low 600, 500. Is everybody comprehending what I'm saying? If I'm going too fast, guys, let me know so I can break it down some more. 357.5, correct. Is everybody understanding where I'm going with this? All right, great. You can literally lose up to 357.5 points if your credit cards are maxed out and you have a late payment. Now, when it comes to the age of your credit, the age of your credit, ladies and gentlemen, so when you add positive trade lines, you can maximize about 82.5 points. So when you add positive trade lines with great age and your average age for your credit increases, you can maximize approximately 82.5 points. Now, when accounts are deleted, when you delete accounts, So when accounts are deleted, right? When accounts are deleted, there's a reorganization of this score. So when you, let's say, all right, let me use who was it, Jerry? Let me use my boy with the Rolls Royce. If the guy that had told Jerry that, what was it, Jerry? Or Jeffrey? Was it Jerry or Jeffrey? All right, I'm gonna call my, what was it?
Neil.
Who had the Rolls Royce?
Neil.
I'm hearing something, but I can't make it out.
No, Neil.
Oh, Neil. Okay. So, Neil, if you had followed those guys, right? And let's say you deleted that trade line. I'm going to show you now what would have happened. You see the average age on your credit? You could have lost about 82 points, right? Then the utilization part, which is all the payments you've made that creditors are, your utilization wouldn't be affected much, but this would have been affected tremendously.
Okay, fine.
This would have been affected tremendously. So, hold on, I think I'm getting a feedback somewhere. Guys, double check your mics for me. All right. So this would have been affected tremendously, Neil. So we're talking about, so somebody add up 192.5 points for me. Add 192.5 plus 82.5. Add those up for me and tell me what you get. 192.5 plus 82.5. Someone said 275. All right. So your credit could have dropped by 275 points just by deleting that trade line that you have. You see that, Neil? Because once you delete the account, your average age changes. So the points that you were maximizing for age, which is 82.5, that's going to change. It's going to get lower. And then that payment history that you had will be gone. All of it would be gone. So potentially, Neil, you could have lost 275 points. Now, that's a significant amount of points, especially for an account that is that old. That's why I don't recommend deleting student loans unless it's like really negative. So let's say that a student loan is like a charge-off or it's in collections. Delete it. If it's just a late payment on it, just delete the late payment. Your student loans are normally your oldest and longest standing accounts because most people, you're going to have that student loan from you're like 18, 19, maybe 20 years old. It will be one of your oldest accounts. So when you remove that age, ladies and gentlemen, the whole profile changes. All right, let me ask you guys another question. Have any of you ever paid off an account, and then when you paid off the account and the account closes, your credit score drops? Has that ever happened to anyone? Yep. There's nothing reported anymore. So the reason why, and it's crazy that you don't get rewarded. You would imagine that your points should go up, right? It would make sense that if you paid off an account and it's in good standing, the points go up, right? That would make sense, but that's not how the system rewards. The system rewards you for being in debt. I'm going to say this again. The system rewards you for debt management, not for paying off debt. Does everybody understand? The system rewards you for managing debt, not paying debt off. So if you notice, you can have somebody in a debt for $1 million, but if all the accounts are being paid on time, if the utilization is below 5% or 10%, you will see them with an 850 credit score. And then you that have no debt, you paid everything off, you are at a 600 and you wonder why. The system doesn't reward you for paying off debt or getting out of debt. The system doesn't reward you for that. The system rewards you for proper debt management. That's what you get rewarded for. And if the system sees that you can manage debt, the system will lend you more. Does that make sense, guys? I hope everybody's getting this. All right. So next now, we talk about your mix. So, Neil, I still got some bad news for you. So let's say the auto loan was the only auto loan you had on your credit, Neil. Let's say it was the only account you had on your credit as an auto loan. The category of mixture, the mixture category would have been affected, and you can lose up to 55 points. So when you add 55 points to 275, Neil, that would have been the amount of points you could potentially have lost. It may not be the exact amount, but if we're talking about a maximum account, this would be the number. You would lose payment history, you would lose age, and you would lose mixture of account. So when you add 55 points to 275, what is the total? Whatever this number is, Neil, you could have lost up to this number of points.
Wow.
So somebody dropped 330. So 330. Is it 330 or 320? I think it's 320. Guys, help me out here. I got a high school diploma. Who's going to help me? Nope, you're right. 330. My bad. I'm going to stay with my high school diploma. I'll just keep my mouth shut. All right. So, Neil, we're talking about potentially, bro, you could have lost 330 points if you had not seek a second opinion.
Wow, I knew it. I knew something was off.
Something didn't feel right, right?
Right.
So it's important, guys, that you know not all accounts need to be deleted. All right? Not every account needs to be deleted. Does everybody get that? Not all accounts need to be deleted. Sometimes you only need to delete the negative account from it. Not the negative account, the negative mark or the derogatory that's on the account. So Neil, in your case, we're talking about late payment. Late payments, ladies and gentlemen, can, hold on, let me go back. Late payment can drop your credit score up to 192.5 points. So now, when we're talking about a profile, an ideal profile, you want 100% payment history. So I'm going to give you guys now the formula that I use to achieve a 805, 810 credit score. So I had 100% payment history. My payment history was 100%. My utilization was below 5%. My average age on my credit was 3 years plus. That was the average age on my credit. My mixture, I had 10 accounts. And then the inquiries, I had less than 2 inquiries per consumer reporting agency. This profile that I'm showing you, ladies and gentlemen, this profile gave me a 805, 810 credit score. Guys, you might want to take a picture of this. Take a picture of this. This profile, ladies and gentlemen, gave me an 805, 810 credit score. And then after I did it 2 more times just to confirm, and it actually worked. This data point gave me an 805, 810 credit profile. All right. So, what things are holding you guys back? So, I'm going to be teaching you guys on Monday. This is what I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to teach you guys how to delete personal information, right? So, let's talk about personal information. Personal information can affect your credit tremendously. So, personal information I'm going to teach you guys how to delete inquiries over the phone, right? I'm going to teach you guys how to get late payments deleted over the phone and dispute letters. Then I'm going to teach you about collections. What dispute letter to send. I'm going to teach you about medical collections and how to get medical collections completely deleted from your reports. Then I'm going to go into the types of collections. Not all collections are the same. I'm going to say this again. Not all collections are the same. There's different strategies for different collections. So if we're talking about a collection that has passed the statute of limitations, a collection where a debt collector doesn't have a license to operate in your state, a collection where they're banned from collecting debt, a collection where the collection itself is invalid, they have not validated the debt, where they have passed we'll talk about the statute of limitations already, where the no parking rule is in effect. What is a proper notice of validations of debt? When do you use a cease and desist? Guys, I'm going to blow y'all minds next week. It's going to be one of the best credit classes you will ever attend. Probably the only one you need for the year. Then no, we're gonna go into a lot of stuff, man. I hope I remember everything. I'm gonna teach you guys why child support is fraud. And then the dispute letters that you guys are gonna send in to get child support deleted. We are going to go over how you delete accounts, open accounts. Open, close, doesn't matter. Student loans, right? There's so much I will teach you guys, and I wish I had all the time to break all of it down to you guys here, but I don't. All right? I don't have the time to give you all the information here. So what I'll be doing on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be teaching you guys, not just Monday. We're going to do it from, hold on, let's start. So from January 20 to 24, I'll be teaching you personally how to fix your credit. It is a new year. It is a new year, new goals, new ambition, new focus. All the things that stopped you from fixing your credit last year, you need to get rid of that. All the people that stopped you from fixing your credit last year, you need to get rid of them. All the people that said they could fix your credit for you and they didn't do it, you need to get rid of them. This year, you got to be focused. You got to be in position. You got to be fruitful. You have to be faithful. Trust the process. Not only will you learn these strategies, I'm going to also show you the consumer laws that you guys can use. So some of you might want to go to court. Some of you might want to get paid for late payments. Some of you might want to get paid for collections. Some of you might want to get paid for negative items on your credit. There's a strategy for that too. There should be absolutely no reason why anyone leaves next week and you don't have the strategy to delete what you need from your credit. Is everybody following me? I hope everybody's following, because it looks like I'm over here talking about myself. I'm over here wondering if I'm over here talking to myself. Guys, I need you to be on point. Like, I need you to be in position. I need you on the same journey as I am going. Most people don't know how to properly get rid of a repossession. Not only will I show you how to get a repossession deleted, I'm also going to show you that you can actually get paid for repo violations. I'm going to show you how you can get rid of evictions. I'm going to show you how you can get rid of a bankruptcy in 4 days. I'm going to show you how you can leverage Experian lawsuit through the CFPB to get items deleted from your credit reports. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to fluff you up. I'm not here to drag you across the finish line. Last year I did that. I dragged so many people across the finish line. Guys, I'm exhausted. If you're not in position, if I look around, guys, if I look around and you're not in position, I'm leaving you alone. I'll say this again. The challenge is Monday. It starts Monday and it ends Friday. For those of you that's going to be at the challenge, I will give you everything I got. But don't think you're not going to show up to the challenge and then you're going to say, Daraine, well, no, I'm not taking no excuses. I'm not taking no excuses. You cannot have results and excuses in the same sentence. You've been giving me excuses for 4 years and your credit is still not fixed. I'm not taking no more. I'm out of excuses. You're either in position with me, running with me, fixing your credit with me, or you're not. There is no in between. I'm not doing it. I am not dragging another person into a new year. I'm not. I refuse to drag anybody. I'm not doing it. This is the year when I'm saying no. Daraine, no. Daraine, help me fix my credit. Are you going to be in the class next week? Well, Daraine, I can't. Nope, I'm not helping you. I'm not. Daraine, nope. Daraine, I need to invite you to this thing. Nope. I need to invite you to the club. Nope. I need to invite you to grandma's barbecue. Nope. Don't invite me anywhere if that cannot align with my purpose. If you're not focused with me, don't invite me anywhere because you're only taking my time. The time that I should be focused on reading another lawsuit, filing another lawsuit, reading another case law, deleting some negative items from somebody's credit. You're going to distract me from my mission. How focused are you on your own dream? How dedicated are you to building your future? This is my year. This will be my best year. Will it be yours too? Don't tell me grandma is sick. No. Grandma can tell me herself. Don't tell me that you need help, because if you were not over here shooting in the gym with me, I promise you, guys, like, I want y'all to look at me. I'm very serious. I will not be dragging nobody through this year. You're either in position with me, hunting with me, running with me, reading with me, developing with me, growing with me, encouraging me. I encourage you. We're making money together. If you're not about that life, just leave me alone. Don't even hop on the challenge. Don't. Because if you're not coming to the challenge to fix your credit or to get the items deleted, do not attend the challenge. Don't come. I only want people that are hungry the same way I'm hungry. So if you're not about this life, it is not for you. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse to drag another person through this year that have no intention of fixing or working on their own life. I refuse. I refuse. Let this be the year when you put yourself first. Let this be the year where you focus on getting that bankruptcy off of your credit. Let this be the year that you take some time out to work on you, to develop you, to bring the things out inside of you to the world. Let this be the year that a new year births a new me, but a new me can only come from a new mind, and a new mind can only come from a new way at looking at your life. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible for me. It is possible for you. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Knock and it shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. You are the only person that can stop yourself from the transformation that's about to happen in your life. Not because you have a bankruptcy, not because you have a charge off. Life was hard. You had a couple late payments. It's not your fault. Life be lifing. Life happens. They sold that account to a collection agency. Now you're being hounded by a collection agency that you had no contract with. It's okay. Do not be ashamed of your transformation. We're all going through it. We're all going through a transformation. There's over 200 million people in America that has a credit profile. There's 335 million people in America, and 200 million have a credit profile, and about 165 million have errors on their credit report. You are not the only person going through it. You are not the only person going through it. There's over 15 million household right now in America that has medical collection on their credit, and they don't even know that medical collections are no longer supposed to be reported on their credit. There are people right now with child support on their credit, and they didn't know that from 2003, child support was not supposed to be on their credit. There's people right now that have bankruptcies on their credit, and they didn't know that they are a victim of identity theft, and they gave no permission for any consumer reporting agency to report any information on them. The bankruptcy court reports to no one. Someone went to scrape that information. It cannot be verified, and permission was needed to obtain that information from the person that scraped it. But that bankruptcy on your credit is affecting your life, and you don't even know that it got put on your credit illegally. I will teach you things that you can never unlearn. I will open up the neurons of your brain to new possibilities. You see, when you change the things you look at, the things you look at will also change. Don't be a mile wide and an inch deep. Focus on being an inch wide, but a mile deep. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daraine Delevante. I'm your favorite consumer law expert. I will see you on Monday for the Credit Repair Made Easy Challenge. I'm going to break everything down for you. Meet me there, beat me there. I don't even care how you get there. Just make sure you get there for you. Because if you show up, I will do my part. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, have an amazing rest of your evening. It's Friday. Let's get ready for Monday. I will send all the emails out. I will see you guys on Monday. Peace.